Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is me, the Mysterious Cameraman, and today we're here with one of my first fan film reviews in a little over a month. Um, we're gonna be talking about three different fan films today. I've made three videos since I did like my restart of my channel. I hope you've been enjoying those types of videos. One of them just came out a few days ago. I really hope you've been enjoying them. And what I'm planning on doing is like a recap at the end of every month because I have three fan films to talk about today. One of them's a trailer, but still. I'm still going to be doing fan film reviews. I'm going to be doing the fan film awards in February, most likely of this year, because I want to get all the December fan films included. The issue is just my fan film videos just don't always do very well, and it sucks that that's the reality. But I really hope that they do continue to do well. I'm gonna try to make more fan film videos. I feel bad that I'm so delayed on some of these, but if you want me to do more than just watch the videos. That's where I'm going to leave that there. In today's video, we're talking about three different fan films. We're talking about the Flash season 4 prequel, The Stillness. We're talking about Green Arrow New Dawn Fades, and we're talking about a trailer for Batman Beyond Year One. Three really different fan films, all DC. And I'm going to talk about each one. I'm going to be doing, if you want to jump around, I'm going to be doing The Stillness first, then New Dawn Fades, and ending with Batman Beyond Year One. So I'm going to be talking about all three, some longer than others. So yeah, let's just jump right into that. So first off, we're going to be talking about the Flash Season 4 prequel, The Stillness. So this was a 20-minute fan film that released as a prequel to Flash Season 4. This is a Crimsonverse fan film, by the way, fan series. And I didn't even say I'd have hopes for it. After season 3, I had hopes for season 4. I still have hopes for season 4. I'll say there has been a very big disconnection because season 3 ended in late June, and we've gotten news, and besides from this Stillness, we really haven't gotten much from the fan series. And that's not a bad thing. I want to just make that clear. That's not a very bad thing that that's how this has been turning out. I think that's actually a good thing. But for me, at least, it's kind of disconnected me a little bit from the series because I'm so used to being like thrown all of this content at me. And even with my disconnection from fan films fully, this has been like kind of a jarring jump back, as this was my first fan film in over a month. But what was very interesting about this is it is such a different thing from any of the other Flash ones. I'll say off the bat, we're getting an introduction of a new character. I think they're a new character. I don't think we've seen them before, but they're a new character who we get for almost the entire episode. And she does a great job. I want to make that clear. She is doing a very good performance, and she has great chemistry with Barry. And I really hope we see more of them in season 4. But I don't think that's enough to make the basis of a prequel. I think he has good. I think what's so interesting is the fact that they want to do a 10-episode season 4. Love that. Great. But to do this prequel to it, that I don't think changes anything about the series at all, I feel like it's kind of a waste. Because they could have made this episode 1 of season 4, or even expanded on this idea to make it a full episode, just so that it wasn't like a prequel to it. Yes, it is content to throw out in the middle of the year. It's a good idea. But it now makes it seem almost like it's like a divisor almost to separate you from the season 4. Because once I watch season 4, this is not for me considered part of season 4. This is like a mini adventure in between, which is fine. But it really tries to be the first episode of season 4. Because we get all those teases to Cicada, and it feels like a good episode. I'll say everything with Turtle is great. I just don't get why they wouldn't just expand on this idea and make it season 4, episode 1, or just do a different special. Because they could have done a Flash Halloween special. That would have been cool. But I feel like the issue with this is the fact that it feels like they just had a good idea, executed it well, and now it's just going to kind of be lost as separated from season 4. And season 4 looks very good. I genuinely don't think there's much for me to say about this fan film, very simply because it is very much not, it's just very similar to what I've said in every other Crimsonverse video. Because it's good. I'm not going to say it isn't. It's very good. And I think it does a lot of very cool things with the editing. I'll say it has some very good cinematography, some very good editing, and it has a good plot. Like I'll say it's a overall very solid, which is why I have such little to say about it. I'm not really going to do many prediction things right now because honestly, I don't want to do that until we get to season 4. I normally do my Crimson Verse predictions and stuff. At this point, I kind of have like a basic idea of what I think is going to happen. But they're doing so much with season 4. I don't want to do that much predicting. I kind of want to actually enjoy the season. But I'm probably still going to do week by week episodes once that eventually happens. I'll say Cicada looks very good. I did very much enjoy seeing that. And now that I'm rewatching Arrow and I'm getting to see this, like it's a nice parallel in a way. Like I do like to see this show. It's very fun. And I really do enjoy watching it. I can't say anything otherwise because if I did I'd be lying. I really enjoy watching the Crimson Verse fan films. And this one was good. But I really just don't have much else to say but that. Sorry if that disappoints, but like it's solid. That's all that needs to be said. If this was episode 1, I'd say like a little bit more because it would be more of a prediction one. Really, I don't have much to say about this. It looks good. Season 4 looks very good, but like not much for me to say at this moment. Now let's talk about Green Arrow New Dawn Fades. I have a decent amount to say about this. I, I'm like torn on it. Like it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed a lot of it. Choreography, really good. That stood out to me. I think they really did go for that. It's long also. It's like 55 minutes and I think it looks very good. It's a very solid fan film. I think there were some editorial choices that I just don't fully agree with. And it's part of what pushes me away from this fan film. Because Komodo is such a good villain. I think that is I think one of the standouts in this. I think he is I wouldn't say he's terrifying. He's like scary though. And he's very good at being this villain to Arrow. He's so good in this. I'm not like there's nothing else to be said. I love Komodo in this. My issue is the fact that this feels very similar to Dead Souls and the one that they remade. I forgot what it's called. They made like this Green Arrow one from like 5 years ago, but I did a review on it also. But I just don't. This fan film is good. Like I've said that 100 times. It's a very good fan film. Issue with that I'm having with it is the fact that it it feels so low budget because it really is such an impressive fan film and it just feels like they spent like it looks so low quality compared to what we see in the Crimson Verse. I think not in a bad way. It very well could be like an editorial choice just to show like the more dusty camera almost. But like I'm even gonna just load up some shots from it now. I really hope that doesn't bleed into the video. But like I'm gonna Google Green Arrow. I'm taking a small detour here. But like they even did a re-upload of it. Like that's not a good sign. And like if you look through it, it's not shot poorly. But like the lighting is very it doesn't look like the lighting is ever really thought out. It looks better than Dead Souls. Like they even have like the little like um watermark on the bottom. Though it always looks like they kind of just set up a camera and started shooting. It looks like compared to when I just was saying about the Flash, it feels like they very much had a story. And they kind of were like, today we're gonna just shoot a scene and we're not really gonna do much with the lighting and cinematography. And something I love so much about Arrow is that they do things to make Arrow seem more menacing with the lighting, with the cinematography. And they just don't do that here very much. And it's such a small thing when you think about the lens they use and the way they use the lighting. But once it's in like every scene, you're starting to get vibes from like season 1 Crimson Verse because it really has that same feel of like it looking a little more I wouldn't even say rustic, but like a little bit more like older quality. Doesn't look like something you'd see like in season 4 of The Flash, for example, or even like you see like I don't even know if Henry Fife is the same actor as Arrow. I'm still convinced they're the same person. They've never said that they're different people, that they're the same person. They've always said they're different people, but like I'm convinced they're the same person. He's I don't know if he's like I don't know. It just I'm still convinced they're the same person, but I think they're so it's such a good plot, and I love so many things about this fan film. My issue with it is the fact that it just doesn't the stylistic choices will take you over with 55 minutes of it. And if there was a reason behind that choice, I would support it. And I could just be forgetting something, and that would be really embarrassing if I am. And I want to just say that again. This fan film is incredible. And it just feels like they just made choices that just makes this not work the way I want it to work for me. Because it feels like this was made in the 90s almost, but like it feels like it was made now. And it feels like it wants to be 10 different things. And I don't want to say that. That's the thing. Because this is really an impressive fan film. I enjoy a ton about it. But I just wish I didn't have to come out of it saying I enjoyed that, but I don't fully know what that film was trying to be. Because it was trying to be Arrow, but it also was trying to be this like not Arrow, like it was trying to do things with the Flash. It was trying to fit into Crimsonverse. It almost feels like I don't even know how to fully describe it. But yeah, I just don't like I'm really torn on this one. And I feel like I just have to say this again. By no means at all do I think this is a bad fan film. I feel like I need to be saying that. I really enjoy it. I do. I think this fan film is very good. I think there's a lot of good things about it, but I can't. I feel like I'm nitpicking a lot here. I know I am, and I feel like I say that in a ton of my reviews. But there are things that I do want to say at this point because if we're getting a Green Arrow New Dawn Fades 2 or something, I think it would be very cool if they make it the season 3 step up from the Flash and how everything looks so much better and feels so much more authentic. Because this is very good and you feel the low budget. I don't know the budget of the Flash fan series, and I think it's higher than some fan films. I don't think it's that high. I could be wrong here. I just don't think that budget is as high as the next fan film. It definitely isn't as big as the next fan film we're talking about, but I don't think it's as high as even like. I don't think it probably. I don't think the Flash fan series goes over $5,000, which is still a ton of money. But I don't think that budget. Like I think it probably exceeds 1,000, but I don't think it goes much more than 5,000. And it looks like it probably pays a lot more because it has great costuming and it looks very impressive. But with this, it feels like they didn't have much of a budget. And you see that in the quality because it tells such a good story. And it just looks like everything was just all like their equipment just feels like they just didn't try on that part. And I think they did. And I've seen this in like 3 of their fan films now to the point where I think it's probably stylistic. But that isn't a good stylistic choice in my opinion because I kind of get what they're going for. But like also how they had like I feel like they have like a filter on the remake that they did of that one fan film, their first Green Arrow one. And like that's just like I don't get that decision fully. I never have gotten that decision. I just think sometimes I think their creative decisions don't always agree with like what I would like when I'm seeing this, some of the decisions that they made, I just don't think were the best for the film. Because when watching it, it feels rough. And for the fact that this fan film had so much effort put into it and only got like 53 views, it it tells you something about the fan film because people would be watching it and if it was like really good. And that's how the Flash fan series took off. And I just think it's such a different thing. But I really do enjoy it. I'll say that now. I enjoy this fan film a ton. I really enjoyed watching it. I know I've been nitpicking a ton, and I'm really sorry that I have been. I do not like nitpicking during my reviews. I just sometimes when there's something like this that is so in your face when it's like something like that, I do like to talk about it because if they do another film, I think that's something that should be fixed. But I really enjoyed the plot of this. and I'm gonna do 6 points. Directing, very good. I think a lot of the shots were good. I don't think every shot was very good. Obviously, this is where some of those decisions come in, so I don't think it was incredible. But like overall, the shots and cinematography were pretty decent throughout. Editing, I'm not even gonna talk anymore about that. Acting, I'll say actors were very good in this. I think Oliver was pretty strong in this. I can't decide if he was stronger in this or the fan series, but he was pretty strong in this. And Komodo, also, very good villain. If this is what we're getting for Cicada, I'm happy with that. Um, who's next? Story, very good. I think the story of this overall is very good. Which is like the thing, and choreography, very good. Music, very good. I wish I could say all good things about this movie. I just think if every review I did was just the things I was praising about the movie, then it wouldn't be much of a review. And I really wanted to talk about this one thing because it's something that's bugged me for a while. Like when I was watching the trailers, I was like, it looks good, but I even saw that issue in the trailers. I was like, why does this look like it was shot on a '90s phone? And it could be stylistic. And if it's stylistic, I'm gonna look really stupid right now. But I really wanted to talk about it, and the fan film was so good that I didn't like. It was a very good fan film with everything else, and everything. I really enjoyed the plot. I think the plot was something very interesting. It did a lot of things with the fan film I'd never seen before. But that isn't specifically what I wanted to talk about in this review. I'm sorry if you wanted this to be a lot like a much of a happier review, but this is what I'm talking about right now. I'm sorry about that. But now let's move on to our third fan film. So now let's talk about our final fan film, Batman Beyond Year One. So I'm not going to talk about this much here because I'm going to be doing a full review on this when it comes out on November 16th, I think. I don't fully remember when it comes out, but I'm definitely doing a full review on it. This is one of the best looking fan films or trailers for one I've seen ever, without a doubt. I love Batman Beyond. I've always loved Batman Beyond. This fan film looks absolutely stellar. It's only 35 seconds. That's all we know. Um, it looks incredible. It I wouldn't even say it looks like, I know some people said it looks CW esque, but like it looks so good. When you see some of the shots that are going to be playing right now, you will see how like the moon works almost like that one shot with Batman from the moon, or him like doing like that flying scene through like that like hologram. I think like it all looks so visually impressive, and the fight scenes too look so well thought out. Like this looks like a better Sleepwalker. I think once this comes out, this could be the best fan film of all time. This could be like the definitive fan film. Like its entire thing is about this fan film. Kind of like how Sleepwalker's entire thing is that fan film. This feels like that. This is giving like the vibes of that fan film, which is one of my favorite of all time. And the CGI needed to pull off Batman Beyond is like a futuristic city, and it looks so good. Like it genuinely looks like a real, like this could be a real movie, and I believe it. I think the only reason it doesn't look like real is because like I know in the back of my mind it isn't. But like if someone told me this was a real film, like this was coming out by DC, here's the trailer, I'd believe it because it looks that good. And even though it's a little shorter, fine, it looks like such a genuinely impressive and creative trailer. And I'm so excited to see this fan film. This is like the first time in a very long time my breath has literally been taken away when watching a fan film. Like when I like literally when I was watching a trailer, I was like, "Holy crap! This is gonna be one of the best fan films of all time." And I have no clue how good it's gonna be because obviously CGI does not save a fan film. But I'm genuinely so incredibly excited to see it in length. I don't have much to say about it because it's only 35 seconds, and I'm gonna be doing a full review on it in a few days, a few weeks. But still, I needed to talk about it. I needed to like reveal that I knew that this thing existed because genuinely, this is one of the best looking fan films I've ever seen. The poster looks incredible. I'm just so excited to do a review on this. I'm so excited to watch it. Like I've not been this excited for a fan film in a very long time, and I think this could be the fan film that is like as big as Spider-Man Lotus. I'm confident in saying this is the next, hopefully not racist, Spider-Man Lotus. Um, this could be huge. This really could be huge. It just brings me hope for the fan film community. Even though I haven't made that many videos in it recently, I've still made a ton of videos. I still watch a ton of fan films. even though I'm not like forcing, I'm still watching fan films. I just don't force myself to do reviews on them. But I want to. This is one of the biggest. Like I want to watch this. Like this is going to be a huge thing, and I'm so excited to see it. So I think that's all I have to say. Those are 3 fan film reviews. Yeah, that's it. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.